Hello guys, welcome back to the crew 2. Tomorrow at 10 AM they're gonna do a maintenance to bring in the new update of Gator Rush, the first big one that is for free. We had some few smaller updates and patches and stuff like that. The Gator Rush content meanwhile is known. We have talked about that already in a previous video somewhere. Hovercrafts are coming, legendary parts are coming, the Ace mode is coming. We have some new photo book events, including the hovercraft thing. We have, of course, some other events happening there for the hovercraft as well. And then also in certain disciplines as hypercar, touring car, there are new races available as well. Next to that, they went over a bunch of patch notes in the live stream, which happened about an hour ago. So we'll quickly have a look on the main things which are happening there. It's a pretty long list. You can watch it on the website if you want. And this is not even the full list, but it's sort of the highlights of it. Of course, as I said, new discipline hovercrafts. There will be 3 new unique playgrounds, including 10 hovercraft events, meaning that some of these tracks will be the other way around and such like that, or a few layouts. Sort of works like the motocross, I guess. Certain layouts there, and then that you can do 2 or 3 different tracks on one location. There's also a new off-road photo set. The photos can also be shared now to the website if you want to share your photos. That is all possible now. We have the Ace difficulty and legendary loot parts. As mentioned before, the Ace difficulty is higher of course than the hardcore, and on Ace difficulty also the AI will drive maxed out vehicles. So that will be 280 in street, 240 in drift, and so on. Although in drift you're not really up against the AI, but hypercar 320, touring car 320, and so on. That is what the AI will be driving. So and then you can drive them in that new Ace difficulty mode. Legendary parts, they don't come with an extra bonus. They come with like some sort of multiplier. You get like 2 times nitro duration or something like that, and then you can more or less collect a set of legendary parts to make that all happening. There are 20 new activities all across the USA, and those are divided in 10 new skill tests and 10 new events. 3 hypercar, 3 touring, 3 jet sprint, and then 1 live extreme series. The September Spectacular, which includes a hypercar, rallycross, and a hovercraft, I think. That is already shown here and there. I think that Paraglider, for instance, has a video on that event. There are 3 hypercar races, which are shorter races than the ones we have now. It will be like 2, 3, 4 minute races, not the long half hour or 15-minute races that we have now. So a bit easier way to upgrade your vehicle in case you haven't upgraded the hypercars yet. Touring car is more or less, as well as the jet sprint, it's more or less reverse tracks of tracks that we already know, which of course makes it in a way a different track. We have 5 new vehicles. 4 of them are hovercrafts, and then the aerial nomad rally raid, which are at the same time are also the updates for the September vehicles for the season pass, as they call them. That is the aerial nomad, and then one of those hovercraft is also included. Then they have fixed and improved all kind of stuff. An odometer feature will now be available, but unfortunately, as far as I know, it will not be visible on the dashboard, but will somewhere on the menu. So you can see how many kilometers or miles you have done in a certain vehicle in the menu if you're in it. There is some level design, collision improvements, AI improvements. At the moment in hypercar, they are working also on the rest. There is a PC benchmark tool so that you can have a look what are the best settings for your PC. There is a vehicle bundle store in the headquarters that you can go there and you can, for instance, buy a Porsche pack where you can buy like the 3 Porsches in the game for a discount, which is it's a good feature for those who don't have it yet. Although I find it a bit too late. Most people have a lot of cars in their garage already, so yeah, this bundles thing, not so much. In-game photo sharing, already mentioned that before. You can now share your pictures to the website if you want. There are all kind of exploits which are fixed. As mentioned before, the fixes for the exploits and the cheating and all that, it was a few steps program, let's call it that. In July they did like the first step. They put like the technical aspect of it into place, and now they have come up with some new patches for it, and then probably the next step will be to take care of those people that have been using all those exploits and reset them to icon 1 or something like that. They're looking into it. Various physics and vehicles fixes and improvements, and then also wheel improvements and so on. That's like the highlights, but you can also look into detail if you want it. 10 new skills, some photo ups and so on. Let's see if there's in. Then you have all the names of these hovercraft events, hypercar events: Hollywood Hypercar, Bronx Hypercar, and the White Rocks Hills Hypercar. So more or less taking place around LA, New York, and Las Vegas. 3 touring car events, which are added depending on the level that you are, popular, famous, or star. In those categories they added those events, but yeah, I'm guessing that most of the players out there now are way back into the icon level, so those things will just pop up. In case you haven't played that much and you are not star or famous or whatever, yeah, then you probably have to unlock that first before you also will see show up these events. And then yeah, all of kind of fixes and things are improved. Let's have a look. This is about the ace difficulty, the legendary loot. Some fixes have been made. For instance, in the garage, if you show up your vehicles, it did not save. That it's finally fixed. It should be able to. You should be able to show up your cars, and you go offline. The next time you come online, your cars should be there. So it is saved. The things in the house that you want to show off will be there all the time now. Let's have a look. Fast path. Some fixes for that as well. Exploits, of course. The player is able to exploit water and ground jump highlights using trains or boats. No longer will be possible. It is fixed. Players can bank his followers by opening and closing the highlight ticket. Not gonna work anymore. It is fixed. Capping is not present for boat looping and outside looping freestyle dynamics is fixed. The capping is not present for Immelman freestyle dynamic figures is fixed, and the accident where you had that shortcut that everybody was taking instead of battling it out with the AIs in a very twisty first part of the track, people just took a shortcut and drove to the first checkpoint that way. That is fixed. It's going to give you a wrong way or something like that, so you have to go by the normal route. You can no longer grind the accident like crazy. Well, you can still grind it, but you will not do it in a minute and 10 or whatever. Not sure if they reset the times on the leaderboard by doing that, but we will see. That is something they will look into later, probably. All kind of textures and UI interface things are fixed and improved. Sounds are improved here and there for certain cars. We have some new vehicles, mainly the hovercrafts, of course, which are called. They're all under the Proto brand, so they're not officially brands. They're just what it is. The Proto Bumblebee, the Proto Double, and the Proto Speedster. And then, of course, we also have the X3, which you could like the ultimate vehicle that you could win in the freestyle headquarters. That can also be used in the hovercraft events, of course. So that's like 4. And then you have the September vehicle drops, the Proto Armored, which is also a hovercraft, and the Aerial Nomad, which will play in the rally raid. Pro setting, the pitch roll stiffness issue on hovercrafts is fixed. The weight distribution issue with powerboats is fixed. plane reactivity issue for the Zivco and the slick is fixed. Stuff like that is fixed. Ground vehicles, all kind of fixes are there as well. Stuff for power boats, for the bikes, for the helicopter, for the monster truck, Ice Marine, specific for specific vehicles this time, the Proto Offshore Mark II. Vehicles loses too much speed during the jumps, has fixed for also for the Ice Marine. Blade Runner boat, some stuff on the Waco airplane as well is fixed. Ducati Monster rate performance at maximum V level is fixed or improved. There was a problem there. And then we have some specific things for all kind of cars and bikes. Missing chassis parts, missing bumpers or incorrect rear wing and so on. Those things are fixed for all of that. It's a full list of cars here with all kind of fixes. Let's pick one out here. Unable to modify the calipers color on the Challenger Hellcat is fixed. Should be able to do that now and stuff like that. You can find all this on the website if you want to go all over this. From a technical aspect, there was apparently on PlayStation 4 a TV screen scaling issue, which is fixed. And then we have the PC benchmarking tool for to see what you're up against. Also some fixes for the co-op. Keyboard, added mouse sensitivity sliders to control. That's for people who play with a mouse. Various keyboard mapping and PC controls improvements. We'll have a look at that tomorrow when it is there, what they actually mean by that. I don't see anything about a steering sensitivity yet. So that's not there yet. And then, yeah. Then we go over a bunch of wheel fixes. Wheels that were not supported or very well should be supported now. Fanatic Club Sport Shifter, the CSL Elite, G27 Logitech, G29 Logitech, all kind of Thrustmasters, where we had some issues with force feedback and the fast swap button not mapping correctly. That should all be fixed. And that is sort of a summary of 10-11 pages of patch notes. That is what you can read on the website, but yeah. I've seen the full patch notes and there are way more than this, but this sort of summarizes it or highlights it. Other than that, Gator Rush will be available tomorrow. What else can you do? If you don't have this game yet, you can preload it as of now. And you can play it during the weekend for free. So if you want to check this game out, you don't have it, and you want to see what it's like, you can preload it. You can, from today on, I think, you can preload it. You can start playing on September the 27th, and you can play till September the 30th. So it's more or less from Thursday till Sunday, you can play the game for free for those who do not have it yet. Then you can see for yourself what it's like and what it's about, and if you want to get it or wait on a discount or wait on PvP or just not your thing and don't play it at all. It's all possible. You can check it out. It's sort of a demo which is available for the whole weekend for free to play in case you do not have it. That is, let's see if I can find it here. If I can click on game. Where do you actually have to go there? Because you have to download somewhere. I think they posted it on Twitter. Because I don't see it on the website yet. But I have seen it already. Let me check the Discord quickly. In the crew, I think there was something about... A free weekend of the crew 2. As I said, preload 25 September. Servers open on September the 27th. Servers closes on the 30th. And then you have like all kind of times when the servers will become available. But I don't immediately see a link. Where to go to. I'm pretty sure there are some out there. Or it will come on the website. It is the 25th, so we should be able to preload it here. check out the Twitter, I would say, because I don't immediately see the link here, so I cannot. If I find the link, I will post it in the description of the video so that you can, for those who want, can download it or preload it and start playing on Thursday till Sunday. That's sort of what it will be, I think. Let's have a look. Maybe I can find it here. Gameplay. Don't see it on the website yet, which is kind of strange. It should be here. Events, announcement, behind the scenes, probably not. Ah, here we go. So it is on the community tab. If you go into news, click on the community tab. There it is. Play the Crew 2 for free this weekend on PC. And then you can click here. I will post this link so that you immediately come to this page. And then you can click here, preload now, and you're probably going to get connected to Uplay. If you don't have Uplay yet, probably have to make an account there first. And then you can download it there and start playing from Thursday. Cool. That was it. Gator Rush tomorrow. A free weekend for those who do not have the game yet. And all kind of fixes for wheels, for all kind of abuse that was going on, and then all kind of physics fixes, some saving fixtures here and there, some stuff that is changed in the menu, a bunch of things, a lot of things that we have to figure out in the upcoming days, I guess. I will see you guys then, and bye for now.